Listen, let me say something to you as a friend. You suck.
I just want to make something very clear before we start the video, and that is, when I started this channel, I envisioned myself making content revolving around Fortnite or, games, Barcelona matches, all of that kind of stuff. Like, I just want to stay focused on that, on those topics. But the match that I saw today from Real Madrid, because obviously I hate watch Real Madrid, I do it every game because I want them to drop points and stuff, like Real Madrid fans do for Barcelona, or to Barcelona as well. And I watched the game, and as you all know by now, because it's pretty much I'm pretty sure everyone's seen it now. Real Madrid lost 2-0 at home at the Santiago Bernabeu against Celta Vigo. The same Celta Vigo. Barcelona beat 4-2. Real Madrid lost 2-0. And it's not the result that's making me make this video. It's the fact of what happened. It's what happened that really I feel I want to make a video on it, because I have a lot of things to say. Whether or not you guys care, I don't care. I want to make the video. It's my channel. I can do so. And I will. Anyway, as I was saying, the game itself was just... I think this is the worst Real Madrid performance I've seen in a long time. And I really do mean it. I've seen shit shows from Real Madrid throughout the last couple of years, like every Barcelona game last season. But I think this might top all of it because of who the opponent is, and also of how Real Madrid played. That really convinced me that they've hit a new low. And the scenes at the end also support my statement, I think, with the way they all behaved, with the way the Real Madrid officials approached the referee. All of the ugly sides of Real Madrid just appeared. And that's very ironic, considering Real Madrid want to think of themselves as like the gentlemen of La Liga, or the gentleman club of the world, or whatever shit they like to spill. And but we didn't see that. We did not see gentlemen Real Madrid. We did not see well-mannered players. We didn't see none of that. Instead, we saw Real Madrid officials doing what looked to be threatening the referee. I think an old guy approached the referee, and I think the referee, either he's not going to be a referee anymore, or I think he's going to get demoted. I said it to myself at the end of the match that the referee has got some massive balls for suspending or red carding 2 players at the Santiago Bernabeu, because that's very rare. That's very rare for a referee to have the braveness, or to have the courage to do that, considering the power Real Madrid has, right? I don't remember the last time I've seen a referee red card someone at the Santiago Bernabeu. I don't. And I've watched them for the last 2 years. That's how long it's been. And it happened today. Happened first against Fran Garcia, because of the double yellow, which, by the way, it was hilarious. I was looking at the live stream, right? And the live stream lagged, so I had to close the live stream, put it back on. And this was when Fran Garcia got his first yellow card. So I closed the live stream. And the first thing I hear is, "Oh, second yellow card, Fran Garcia." And I'm like, what the fuck happened?
I don't know, Jeff.
There is no way this man got a second yellow card in the span of seconds. And I was confused, because surely it should have been just a foul, right? Because it takes a lot to get a second yellow card. But no, it was well deserved. It was a well deserved yellow card. Well, second yellow card for Fran Garcia. I don't know what he was smoking. It really reminded me of Rerro, and Xabi Alonso seemed to think the same thing, because he was yelling at Fran Garcia, and I'm sure inside his mind he's thinking to himself, why the fuck did I start him? And Fran Garcia got sent off, and ironically, Real Madrid actually played better without Fran Garcia on the pitch. They actually tried for the first time, because prior to the 60th minute, Real Madrid were doing jack shit. They weren't doing anything. To this day, I still do not know what Xabi Alonso's Real Madrid... I don't know what their attacking tactics are. I don't know what their defensive tactics are. I still haven't figured it out. Same with Ancelotti. In fact, I'm really starting to believe Xabi Alonso is just the next Ancelotti. He is the next Ancelotti. Like, even after Fran Garcia got sent off, I thought to myself, oh, Real Madrid's gonna come back, because that's usually what happens at the Bernabeu. It is very hard for any team to win at the Bernabeu, and I will admit it. Because even last year when they were terrible, I think only like 3 teams actually won there. And I thought that Celta Vigo, surely they couldn't hold on to the lead. But they surprised me. Celta Vigo played very well. It's nothing against Celta Vigo. I just didn't think they had it in them. But they did. They shocked me. And I'm pretty sure they shocked all of the Madridistas. And Celta Vigo played calmly. They didn't panic at all. Even when Real Madrid was really pressuring them, Celta Vigo just kept their shape. I was surprised at how easily they passed it from the back. It was really nice football from Celta Vigo, I'm not gonna lie. But of course, they played very good, because Real Madrid, I don't think they have any idea of how to play a match still. I think it's been 5 to 6 months since Xabi Alonso became the coach at Real Madrid, and I think they've regressed. I think they've started better than they're doing right now. At the Club World Cup, I saw a good defensive shape. I saw good plays. But now, this is what I believe is the reason why Xabi Alonso is doing the things he's doing now. I think Florentino Perez is pressuring Xabi Alonso to play a certain way that satisfies Perez. And also, I think the players are starting to influence his decisions as well, and that is never a good thing. Of course, Xabi Alonso is just gonna do what Perez says, right? Because I think he'll get fired otherwise. But the players are also having that power over him. So what does that mean? It means Xabi Alonso can't do what he wants. Xabi Alonso can't put out the lineups that he thinks is the best lineup for the team, right? And also Xabi Alonso can't make his players play the way he wants, because Xabi Alonso's tactics at Leverkusen is high pressure, constant running, covering for each other, movement, and for some reason, the players at Real Madrid are a bunch of spoiled brats who can't be asked to do what Xabi Alonso says. And you've seen it today, and you've seen it in the last 5 games apart from Athletic Bilbao, because Bilbao is just bad as well. But they don't run. Real Madrid players do not run apart from Valverde and Bellingham. The rest just, they say GG's, bro. If you get past me, yeah, you go for it, mate. Go for it. Run past me. I don't care. And also, it seems that Real Madrid chooses when they want to actually play. Because as I've mentioned before, they played better when they were 10 men down, because they actually try to run. But by the time they decided to do that, it was already too late. And obviously, the last 5 minutes happened, and they got a second yellow card, and they were fatigued. By the last 10-15 minutes, you could see that the players were dead. Being a man down took its toll, and by that time, it was they couldn't run anymore, and because of that, they considered the second goal, and it was GG's from there. It was a horrible performance, and I know that Barcelona also had a rough patch, but the difference is that last year, when it was December, I think that was when the rough patch started, you could see the vision, you could see attacking moments, you could see good plays, even in the matches that they lost, like against Las Palmas, Leganés, they had chances and they created a lot of good chances. But with Real Madrid, they don't have any tactics to create chances. They rely on the individualism plays. They rely on individuals to perform well. They don't rely on each other as a team. They rely on Mbappe doing something. They rely on Vini doing something. But if they don't do it, they are fucked. Well, yeah. Obviously, I love the hate watch, but it's really concerning. I can't imagine how Madridistas are feeling right now, to be honest. I'm sure you guys are shitting yourselves, because your next game is against Manchester City. Yeah, it's gonna be. You guys are gonna get bent over. I don't doubt it. Problem still remains that you guys are inconsistent as hell and don't know how to play football, basically. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. You pass the ball, but you don't move for the next pass. You don't work for your teammates. You rely on individual plays. Yeah, you rely. If you lose Courtois, your season is basically over. Oh, and you lost Eder Militao, who is your best center back. So I don't know what they're gonna do. I've seen some Instagram posts, and I think I think you only have 3 defenders now. You've got Raúl Asensio, you got Rudiger, and you've got Juan Martinez or whoever that Castilla player is. You've got 3 natural defenders, and that includes the fullbacks. You have no fullbacks for the match against Alaves, which is away from home, by the way, so it's not gonna be easy. So you basically have an open defense. Who's gonna play as a left back now? You have no one. I mean, who knows? Maybe Xabi Alonso isn't gonna even coach that game. Like, he could get fired against Man City. If they lose badly, I could see Xabi Alonso getting sacked. Real Madrid is not like Arsenal. If you don't perform well at Real Madrid and you don't get results, you're done. Real Madrid is not like Barcelona as well, because it's not about how you perform. It's about the wins. Real Madrid is basically a business, which every club is a business, but they're more business-like, and they only care about the results. And if you don't get the results, but you do play well, it doesn't matter. All they care about is the wins. And Xabi Alonso is delivering neither right now, and he hasn't delivered for the last couple of months. So considering how low their patience is, I could see Xabi Alonso getting sacked. They are gonna sack Xabi Alonso, but who's gonna come in? Who's gonna look at Real Madrid and think to themselves, wait, if I can't make my own decisions and the players have the power, why would I want to go to Real Madrid? What benefits does that give me? Because why would you go to Real Madrid if you're gonna get treated like shit and you don't actually have that power over your own team? Yeah, it's just very grim at Real Madrid. I don't get their tactics. I don't even know if they have tactics, to be honest. They're having bad results. They play like shit. They gave up their lead against Barcelona, and now they're actually 4 points behind, which is hilarious considering how they were celebrating when they beat an injured Barcelona, by the way. And now they are 4 points behind. Ain't life funny?
Well, let's be nice. Yeah. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
Alright, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Again, I know this isn't like a video that I usually make. Well, a video revolving around Real Madrid. But this match took me by surprise so much that I feel like we have to make it, because that's my opinion. Again, I want to make these videos, so I will. I don't really care if you guys care about my opinion. And yeah, thank you so much for watching again, and I hope you have a good day. Peace.